Welcome back to Factorio Spaceage, everyone. Today I'm hoping to pick up where we left off last time, which is really with needing to do a lot of automation now. Everything we're using in terms of the tech tree is just the burner miners, the burner furnaces, burner inserters, basically burner everything. So if we can move in the direction of getting some belt and some new tech, we'd be moving in the right direction. So let's see what we can learn next in terms of research, since automation is done from last time. I am going to err on the side of picking electric mining drills, since that will be really what improves our mining abilities and kind of take us out of the Stone Age. So let's start researching on that. We are still having to automate the science packs by hand. That's okay. But really the next thing I want to automate is going to be belts and the iron gear wheels that will go into that. So can I make, I can make an assembler now. So that's already a step in the right direction. Let's see if we should put it in a weird configuration off of these, or maybe I can clean this up a little bit, reconfigure it so that we have maybe the ability to get a little bit of a bus up and running. And then the more organized we can be earlier on, hopefully the more organized we can stay later on as well. We're going to be using boxes here as kind of a placeholder. So we can imagine this would be a line of maybe, or actually, I'd probably want this to be the output, but eventually we'll switch that. So for now, we'll just make this with an input of coal. The coal will feed the inserter as well as the burner mining drill. The furnace we're going to have to feed manually for now, unless I want to do another box on the opposite side. But for now, we'll just at least reduce what we're having to manually feed by half. We'll do a little box there for now. Another inserter there. We will have to feed these inserters by hand. And another box there, and at least it is now more organized than it was just a couple of minutes ago. And imagine we would just kind of duplicate that moving onward. But as far as the assemblers now we can put our first assembler there. This one is going to be for iron gear wheels, and we will just have that manually feed into another assembler for the belt. And now we can start using the electric inserter tech, which will be nice because now we don't have to worry about feeding the coal into these products. So we'll just direct insert from here, power pole there, or there rather, so it has a little bit of a cleaner setup. This will become belt. We will need iron to come over to this assembler though, so I can make a couple belts by hand. Not a big deal. In fact, now we can just get rid of this box and get rid of the work I just put into. And we'll do something like that. There we go. We can have maybe just iron feeding onto the top side, belts feeding onto the bottom for now. Power pole there. And we'll have to definitely increase production. This inserter is too slow to pick up the iron plate, so we're going to help it out by moving it further down the chain, which will improve its odds. Whoops, other side. There we go. Suck up what we can there for now. And then another inserter here. Actually, we'll just switch the direction. There we go. We technically now have belts automated. We're going to do a little box just to get some belts stored up. We are going to need a ton of it for getting belts to go to and from the different iron and copper and coal patches, as well as to the steam engine power setup near the lake, which is all the way over there. This map is not very close with the materials, and I wasn't worried about that at the time. And that's okay. It just means we have to use a little bit more belt than we would if the patches were closer together. We could also start automating the automation science packs if we got copper plate over here, but I think the first priority will be to get belts made to really feed coal into power, and then feeding coal into our mining setup over here. Eventually, we can get copper plate automated and bring it over to a bus that will, I guess, establish over here somewhere. But for now, we'll just wait for the belt to kind of store up and then start placing it down. In the meantime, we can improve on the iron setup over here. And maybe what we do is move this box here for now, and we'll just have it deliver the coal onto a little line for us. We can do inserters with the burners here, just save on electricity where we can, since I only have a 1 boiler to 2 steam engine setup anyway. I will use the normal inserters over here just so we don't have to manually feed coal into them after all. Same with that guy. We do need to give it power now though. That already is powered, so we're fine there. Oh, and that is already out of coal. The downside is the furnaces won't actually have a way to get coal yet. Not much I can do about that for now, unless I wanted to have a separate line and separate inputs of inserters. But for now, we're going to give it some wood. And eventually we can feed it some more coal by hand. Another thing I can do is get rid of this box now. And we will just loop the belt around this way to join up with the other side. Pick up the 16 remaining belts we have and connect it up. The iron plate is still on the same side it was, so it shouldn't interfere with the location of the output for the belt over here. But at least that means iron plate production is doubled. Definitely still want to expand on that, of course. So we'll keep making this further along the chain. Unfortunately, automating things by hand is just a lot slower than automating the normal electricity way. We'll recycle the burner inserters while I still can, while there's still a use for them. The downside is now I need to join up iron over here. Oh, whoops. And this is picking up iron and belt. And can I use a filter? I can use a filter? Ooh. That is some early tech quality of life bonus. Okay. Well, that's interesting. For some reason I can't limit the box anymore. Oh, no, there I can. Now I can. All right, we're in business. I am pleased with that quality of life change, being able to filter that out much earlier on. So I need to figure out how to get this on the side I want. Okay, so I want it to go on the top side. We'll have the power pole move up over there. Have that go up by 1. And like that should do the trick. There we go. Now it is still all on the correct side. And that means we can join up and expand the miners and furnaces further down this way, have it go onto this belt line, but still end up on the right side of the belt. Cool. We're making good progress here. So we'll expand this a lot if we can. I've got a couple things built up in my inventory from just pocket crafting but we'll do inserters with electricity versus burners, just when it's convenient. And I need to get more coal. Darn it. Let's continue that built line. So there's coal at least feeding into the miners. There's just no coal feeding into the furnaces, unfortunately. Let's grab a little bit more belt. And then while we go to get the coal, we can start adding in, maybe joining it up here. Actually, let's have it do a separate thing. So we'll need underground belts at some point, because I'm already making some spaghetti. But while we're doing our traveling, we'll also make some additional things in the pocket for research to hopefully get those electric mining drills sooner than later. We'll do a burner inserter to feed coal into itself and save on power. And now we pseudo have kind of more automation of coal onto a belt line. Eventually we'll expand this line all the way up to the steam engine setup for power. But for now, I wish I had a way to connect up the coal to this line over here. Since I don't for now, what I will do, I don't have a long head. Oh, I do have a long head inserter. Do I want to do that? Okay. I guess we're going to see if we can use a long-handed inserter to pull from here. Will that work? Yes, that will work. And that way I don't have to do some ugly belt spaghetti. But eventually we would do an underground belt and a splitter to split off the coal there. Okay, so I can finish putting in the coal into the furnaces here. Suck up some additional coal to feed these furnaces. There we go. We'll put the remaining automation science packs into the one lab we have and see how far we can get with the research. And then I'm going to take the 100 or so belts that we do have to see if we can get further up towards supplying coal to the steam engine setup. I'm not sure that 100 will be enough, but we'll see how close we can get. Ah, close, but still too far away. In the meantime, I will make a couple more boilers and steam engines just to increase the power capacity. Pick up 30-ish more belts. I think that will be enough to get all the way up to the top. Keep making those automation science packs in my pocket by hand while we're poor. But get this all the way to the top here, and that lines up perfectly. Eventually, coal will make its way over here, but for now, let's see, is it running low? It's okay. We could add in those additional boilers. Like so. Now we have double the power capacity. And then now we can have triple the power capacity. There we go. We need one pipe in the middle to make room for those power poles there. We'll add in the burner inserters since we definitely don't need the normal electric ones for now. Ooh, but electric mining drills are finished. So that's good news. And that's another good place to stop for episode 2. Next time, I imagine we'll be getting more things automated, maybe even copper, to join up our little automation factories over here. So I hope you'll join me for that in episode 3 very soon. But for now, thanks for joining. I'll see you guys very soon.